up and sit down.
Hello, gang. Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and my lovely Anthea Redfern-esque sidekick, Dangerous Dave.
Hello, everyone.
And yeah,
Where'd you get that one from?
Oh, mate, just pulled it out the air, mate. I know you don't want to know. You don't want to know what was going through my mind, mate. But yeah.
No,
yeah,
please, no,
yeah,
please, no.
YouTube was a bit balked when we first started, but hey ho, I think it's all working now, so hopefully it is. So let's just have a quick looky-loo who's in the chat before we do pimpage and all of that lot. A big thank you to Angus Allett, who put in a $20 super chat. Massive thanks for that, Angus. That'll help Festa get some paint, some bits and bobs, mate. So many thanks from the bottom of my heart, mate. Remember, folks, if you want to help support the channel, see what I'm doing here, Dave, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or click the join button under any of my video content and become a channel member. Or you could do a super chat by clicking the $sign, and it will put your name in a big sexy box, and you'll also get a bit of the old on the screen. You could also buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee/Evans Workshop. And Anthea, our friend Dave, is also on Patreon. You can support Dave over at patreon.com/ModelMakerDave's Workshops.
Cheers, buddy.
All right, mate, I like to pimp, mate. I prefer pimping other people than myself. You may have noticed.
Yes, but you did very well.
Absolutely, mate. Jeff is in at Candygram for Mongo. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, geez? Some bloke called Model Maker Dave's in, coincidental, that, Dave?
That must be my doppelganger.
Scale Model Ninja's in saying hi, Colin. Hello, Ross. How you doing, mate? Panzer Cat's in, offering out the Festa, the Dave, the Candy, and the Ross Hugs. Happy days.
Hello, Panzer.
Our good friend Marcus Bruns in saying evening. Colin and Dave and everyone in chat. Hello, Marcus. Hope you're all right,
Hello,
mate.
Marcus.
And I hope you're feeling a lot better now, mate, because you've been a bit poorly bad and luggage is issued in a manly kind of way.
Oh, hello, missus. Yeah, no, it's good to see you back on your feet.
Absolutely. Happy days. Panzer saying hi to Marcus. You Golden's in. Hello, you. How you doing? He says afternoon, every peep. So everyone is enjoying their day. And Abby Dozy day, mate. Chillaxed. About to do a bit of work on the digger. What more could you want? April's in saying evening everyone, got a little worried for a second because just had a notification through saying stream cancelled, then realised it was showing for the brunch. YouTube been a pain in the ass. Yeah, it is, mate. It's because we had to cancel the brunch because we didn't want to clash with James over at Model Office, so we thought we'd do the honourable thing and not do a live stream that day. It remembered that there was a channel or a stream still waiting, so it kind of synced it over to that one. So I just had to give YouTube a dry slap. You Golden saying hello to Marcus, who's saying hello to Chaos. You say management issues. That's me asking whether folks could hear the music. Panzer says, "Hot the last time, I had to April. Happy days." Jacqueline's in saying evening everyone. Hello, Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
You saying the music sounds like 70s porn flick music. Bit early for you, Hugh, innit? You've been on the sauce, mate. Bless him. Yeah, I dread to think what ones you're watching then, mate. There's been more recent stuff, allegedly. Panzer got the same message. Yeah, hopefully that's all sorted now. April says we'll take your word for that, Hugh. Yeah. Jacqueline says I had to scale modelling, and Marcus Fox is in. Ibble, obble, chocolate bobble, activating ug dispensing protocols to Festa and Dave, and all in chat. There you go. You saying I got me thumb up, but I can't hear a squeak. I worry about you. There's too much time you're spending alone in that place of yours, mate. I think you need to get out more. Is everyone giving out hugs to Fox? Retro Rabbits in. Hello, James. How you doing, mate?
James.
Fox is going to be Xboxing whilst listening, so apologies if I don't chat much. That's all right, mate. So everyone's saying hello to each other there. Dorkosaurus is in, says I Panzer. Hello, Dorkosaurus. How you doing? The lovely scale model Muse is in. Okay, May it is. Laugh out loud, she says. Hugh Gordon
Hello,
says,
Muse.
not yet. Give it time. There's still time, Hugh. Richie Lamb is in, says, good evening, gents, and all in chatland. Hello, Richie. I hope you're doing
Hello,
all
Richie.
right. Joseph Kelly's in, saying hello, Panzer and Item Marcus. Hello, mate.
Thanks, Joseph.
April saying my name for April has already been sorted. It will be May. Yes. And in May, it'll be June. So you can see where this is going, can't you? Everyone's dishing out the Muse hugs. I'm imminently about to type in my hello Muse because I can. Because, yeah. What can I say? You know, I've got to do my hugs because I'll get in trouble.
If you don't, you'll be in the doghouse, you will.
You know, and I don't want one of Muse's looks. It's bad enough getting H's looks, let alone a Marcy one as well.
Well, yeah.
Here you go. And that is everyone saying hello to Richie, and Muse is dishing out the Dave hugs as well.
Oh, thanks, Muse.
Oh, could you feel so much happier now, don't you? So, that's chat caught up, mate. What you been up to so far this week, me old China? And how's Mum?
Mum is in deepest, darkest Great Yarmouth.
Oh, still gallivanting.
Still out gallivanting.
Yeah, what a floozy.
Oh no. What have I been up to? Not much. I've put some paint on the Churchill.
Yeah.
And as I've been to the Festa school of chipping and scratching, I've applied said chipping and scratching to it, and it looks good.
Happy days. Ayesha Niam's in, saying, hello, Colin and Dave. Long time no see. Hello, sweetheart. Hope you're doing all right.
Hello,
Good to
how are
see you
you?
there. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, sorry, Dave.
Done a little bit more on the telly for the 48, and that's pretty much it. Apart from going to work and going to sleep and all the rest of it.
Absolutely. And of course, for those that are wondering, I'll be doing a bit more on that in a sec. So we'll head on down to bench cam. Apparently Panzer's a sexy man. Well, there you go. I know. It's getting all romantic.
How does that work?
Ayesha says, hi, Panzer, you sexy man. Laugh out loud. Well, there you go. That's Panzer happy. He's going to be in Yang out now later on going, oh, I'm a sexy man. Yeah. When did you go to Specsavers, Ayesha? That's all we want to know.
Well, I was about to ask, but you beat me to it.
Yeah, we can mock Panzer now. So, Dave, digger time, mate. What can I say? I'm doing a bit more on the old bucket.
Bucket?
Yeah, bucket on his arm. On his arm, because I built that last week. And Dave, look, it does.
Oh.
Yeah, all of that. Al McNichols in says, afternoon chippers and swolfers. I am within till Tracy comes home at Festa's workshop. Oh, happy days.
Ooh,
happy days. Hope you're all right, Al. Lovely to see you in, mate. Yeah. So, digger time, Dave. What more can we say?
Digger time.
Absolutely. And as usual, folks, that question of the day.
Oh, yes. Question of the day is, what is or what has gone into your bellies? What are you working on your benches? And finally, what is your choice of beverage whilst watching the show?
Yeah.
Answers, as always, on a postcard.
Absolutely. The 3 Bs, folks. Belly, bench, and beverage.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Got a ring to
You're
it.
good.
That has got a ring to it, Dave, isn't it?
It sure has.
We'll keep using that one until it gets stolen.
Well, that won't be long then.
We got a bucket, Dave. We got a bucket because it's a digger and it's got a bucket.
Is it a little bucket or a big bucket?
It's the little bucket that goes on its rear. Muse says tractor noises are needed. Oh, you want proper tractor noises? Okay, Muse. Let's see what we can get going for you then. Are we doing full start up? Brilliant, isn't it? Eh? You're enjoying this, Dave, aren't you?
Yeah.
So it's running now. It's like then it's
You know what? I would so laugh if Rachel was standing behind you when you're doing that.
She is in. I can hear her next door. Something wrong with that, man. Yeah. And then you got the outriggers. Oh mate, I'm gonna have hours of fun with this.
I'm just gonna have to make a mess on me desk just so that I can go around and shovel it up.
Oh dear. I need to get out more. I think I've been in this room far too long on my own, Dave.
I don't think there's a straight jacket straight enough for you.
Yeah. Hopefully you all are happy with the sound effects you've just witnessed, because, you know, we all do it. We all do sound effects when we do our builds. I hope. Please don't just let it be me. Reckon that's about there. I do need to get out more. Usually saying YT keeps freezing. Oh dear. I can see us. Sure what's going on. Yeah, it's a slight delay, but YouTube looks like it's just been a bit special today. Apologies for that. But it does look like it's a bit special. It wouldn't be YouTube if it wasn't been special, Dave, would it? Eh?
Well, no, not really.
That goes on like that. Okay, we're happy with that. But by powers of deduction, go on like so. Richie Lamb says, sorry for not replying sooner, guys, to your hi, sorting me dogs and dinner out. It's not a problem, mate. Don't have to worry, Richie. Not a problem at all, buddy. Guru is saying, bench now at the moment, belly, not sure tonight. There were noodles at 4 a.m. Aisha says, YouTube has wind, Colin. Yeah, absolutely. Panzer Cat says, belly, mackerel on toast, bench, something to be towed behind a tractor, beverage, coffee. Get in there. Absolutely. Muse is in the process of prying herself out of bed to get her coffee. Tiny Tomahawk is the current bench rider working on its base. Happy days.
Nice.
Good for you, Muse. Very talented lady, damn you. Apologies for my shaky day today, folks. It's just one of them, by the way. I can't do nothing about it, but a bit twitchy and a bit shaky today. And everything's been checked and seems fine, so it's just one of them days, I think. It's a bucket, Dave.
A bucket?
Yeah, it's a bucket.
A bucket for the use of.
For the use of, mate. That's it. Something.
Right. Asshole is saying belly will be chicken niblets with whatever salad Tracy brings home. Bench, guess what? It's green in various shades and talks with a Caribbean accent.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
Dorkosaurus is saying belly corned beef hash
oh, nice.
with fried egg and toast. Bench. No one cares. Oh,
Oh, we care.
Richie, my belly, beans on toast. Good it.
Yeah, good shout.
Coffee. Dog has chicken, scrambled eggs, and biscuits.
Nice.
Something went wrong here. Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, something ain't right there, mate. JCB bucket, Dave. Look at that. Yeah. April belly, sausage, chips and beans covered in Worcester and brown sauce. Bench, 70 seconds, sea area. He's got the decal time. Beverage, large vodka and Coke even. Been a very busy day at work. Oh, nice.
Oh dear.
Happy days. That sounds, yeah. Vodka and Coke, Gordon Bennett. Get in there, mate. Happy days. Got a bit of that and a bit of that and a bit of that.
You sure about that?
2021 and 20. There they are. I knew I'd find them. So how's the digger been treating you, Dave? Did you manage to do a bit of catch up? Did you get where you wanted to?
Not quite, but
Not quite.
I think I'll probably have a go Friday and do a little bit of catch up for Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
of course, yeah, you was doing your 48-hour build, weren't you, the weekend?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, forgot.
Well, I attempted to do mine in 48 hours, but failed.
Oh, mate.
Mind you, I kept on adding jobs to the job, and the job list was getting longer, and the hours to do them was getting shorter. And I was thought,
you decided to do some scratch building, didn't you?
well, yeah, and some of the stuff that I printed off, I didn't quite get the right sizes, so I had to start again.
Sure.
Yeah, we get in there now. I just got to get the paints,
Right.
and then I can get it painted, and then we can go into final assembly.
Oh, happy days.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, that's spookily scary, mate.
I must do some more on my Patreon stuff. I've kind of ignored it, so my apologies to my patrons, but I will extract my finger next month and do better.
Well, you've been a bit special, have you?
Yeah, it's kind of
yeah, but real life at the end of the day, mate. You know,
yeah,
we got to expect it. It does happen. It's not deliberate, not by any shot. You know, sometimes we just have stuff we need to do, don't we? We get caught up with things. I'm sure they'll understand.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing, innit? Keeping your content flowing can sometimes be a challenge in itself.
I don't think it's helped by misplacing two of the builds that I'm doing.
Oh, really? You have been special, haven't you?
But I can redeem myself. I have now found the two builds that I put away so very carefully.
Were they especially safe, were they, Dave?
They was very safe. So I can get back on with those, and I can carry on with the Challenger.
Yeah.
Albeit they probably won't want to watch what I'm doing because it's doing all the chipping and stuff, and that's not. It's not exactly exciting viewing.
Yeah.
So I will be getting back on with those.
Aisha's saying, I'm looking forward to the show in the next 48 hours. Yeah, it was the one that was on last weekend, Aisha. Dave did a background build along with it, just to take part. So, yeah.
Show a bit of support.
Absolutely. Paul's saying, I'm dreading the next couple of days with everyone ringing in their meter readings for the price changes. It could drive me to drink on a more regular basis. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. Retro Rabbit, yeah, I've only been doing it 2 years, Mum. I recently poured my cleaning alcohol into a spare container and left it in the sun for the afternoon, and it's turned a milky white and isn't settling. Faults. Yeah, need to let it settle a lot more, mate. I let mine go normally about 14 days until you end up with like a dark sludge in the bottom, and then I cure it. But it can take a while. Just leave it in there for a few more days, mate. But yeah. Normally what'll happen is it'll start curing it and it'll just drop to the bottom, mate. Kevin's in. Hi, Panzer Colin Dave and all in chat. Hello, Kevin. Hope you're doing all right, mate.
Hello, Kevin.
Aisha says snow, not show. Oh, yeah, supposed to snow in the next 48 hours. Apologies. April saying, I do work for an energy company. Seeing as the price change was announced nearly 2 months ago, you won't believe how many people have left it to the last minute. Yeah. I think with a lot of us, Paul, you know, the energy bills going up and down all the time. It just drives us all insane, doesn't it? They're very quick to put the price up, but when prices drop for oil and that, they're not so quick putting it down for us.
Nope.
Same with petrol. Look how they run out in the mornings to put the price up. It's like old Rishi took the VAT duty off of it, didn't he? He reduced it by 5p a litre.
Yeah.
And the petrol stations only passed on 2.5 pence of that. It's like, hold up a minute. Where's the rest of it then?
Yep.
Surely the government should step in at times like that and say, oi, no.
Well, you would hope so, but evidently not.
Rip off Britain, innit? And another thing, Dave.
Yeah, go on.
And I'm going to have a wibble.
Oh, God, we like a wibble.
Shrinkflation has struck again in this beautiful land of the UK.
Uh-oh.
Cadbury's have reduced the size of their sharing bar by 10%, but are still charging the same price. Shame on you.
That's not good.
Yeah, I feel better now, Dave. I do feel better.
Yeah, got it off your chest now.
I have.
Good man.
I don't normally wibble about
Hey?
about shrinkflation, but on this occasion, I decided I will.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of that.
Yeah. Well, it's, you know, nothing wrong with good Wibblekins, is there?
Oh, no. I have a wibble.
It's a bit of that. I got a bit of that. Do this. Not to it. Really?
Hang on, what's going on here? Why is that not? Oh dear, we're having a fit issue now.
Oh dear. Is it laughing at you again, Dave?
A little bit.
Don't let it win.
And a little bit of flash that I didn't think was going to make any difference, but
Got Panzer says, "Oi, Fox, 20 grams less chocolate. That's 2 mouthfuls." Yeah, I know. You mean I'm on shrinkflation again? Oh, it just does your head in, Fox. You know it does. It's. You've only got to look at paint jars, how they've shrunk.
Yeah.
Look at Tamiya paint. Yeah. See, there's another one. Yeah. Yeah. Shrinkflationness.
Yeah. Prices go up and you get even less for your money.
Absolutely, Dave. Absolutely, mate. Out of order, innit?
Well, it is. I was kind of expecting petrol to be more than £1.70 at the pumps when I went out to work on Tuesday morning. But I managed to get 165 and I thought, oh.
Oh. God, you're privileged.
And I drove past the same garage 24 hours later and then chopped it up a penny. Oh.
Yeah. See? Stealth price increases. Yeah.
Well, you can pretty much guarantee petrol's never going to go back down again.
Oh, no, you watch, mate. Price of oil will halve and it'll still be here. Let's all stand up against it. Walk down the streets with our placards. No more. Yeah, I need to get out more, Dave.
Everyone should go out and get electric cars.
Yeah. I see what you did there. So that will be that one. That goes on that one. That's better. Now it makes. Right.
What do we want now?
What do we want? An end to shrinkflation. When do we want it? Now.
You feel better now, dear?
But a whole lot better.
Mm.
Up on there. Okay, I'm happy now.
You sure?
Yeah.
Page 60.
Yeah, Panzer says, yeah, sharing bars are always of the non-sherry variety. Absolutely. Fox is saying fit issues. Is that because parts are smaller but the same price? Absolutely. He's mocking us now, Dave. I'll see what he's doing. Yeah. You wait until it affects him, mate. Then listen to the whining.
Oh no, we're going to have to listen to Fox whining.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah. The minute it affects him, it will be a problem then. I can see what he's up to with his foxness. Right.
No, you won't find the parts you're looking for on that one because it's the wrong frame, parrot.
You're being special now.
I'm always being special. Can't help it.
Okay, so that's that, and that. Need one of them. Says looking for it. Is that it? Atol says electric cars, Dave. Where's the money coming from to buy them, as they are more expensive by a half than ICE cars and a lack of infrastructure to refill the batteries? Yeah.
No, he's got a point.
And where does the power come from? The power stations. And what are they powered by?
Exactly. All right. Go out and get a push bike.
Yeah. Don't mind as long as they pay tax. Da, 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 da. Paul D. Tommaso's in. Hi, everyone. Hope all is well. Hello, Paul. How you doing, mate? Hope everything's
Hello, Paul.
all right. Richie Lamb says they've shrunk the sharing bar. Does that make it a non-sharing bar? He's asking for a friend. Oh, for a friend, is it?
Oh, right. I see.
Oh.
A shy friend, is it? So,
Everyone saying hello to Paul. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Hope Mrs. Paul's doing all right. La 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 la.
right.
Have you some of that? Have you some of that? You never know. By the end of this, I might be able to do an hydraulic arm sound effect. Oh, shock horror. Wow. You mean all gold? Oh, Dave's contemplating, are you, Dave?
I am.
Oh, dear. Mullage.
It's a bit more than knowledge, I think.
That's that and that. According to this.
No, like that.
E60. Let's have a looky look, see what that bit is. Aisha's saying, I'm going to buy an old milk float. They were the very first electric motor. Yeah. When's the last time you saw a milk float? There's a fault.
What, a proper battery one?
Proper battery milk float, Dave. When's the last time we saw one of them bad boys?
Lord, no idea.
I think I had air the last time I saw one of them.
Well, I was going to say it must be the early days of when we was with family in Woodley,
Oh, right, yeah.
because you had the local milk float come round,
Yeah.
and every one of us trying to get a job on the milk float because it paid more than doing a
Doing
paper
round, yeah. Exactly that, mate.
Because you go into the paper shop and say, "I want pay rise because you get more on doing the milk round," and the bloke says, "Well, fine, go and get a job on the milk round then."
Yeah, go do the milk round.
I've got a waiting list for people waiting to do a paper round.
Yeah. Yeah, and you think, yeah, that worked. Calling his bluff, didn't it? Yeah. I got no job there. Yeah. That's what I mean. Used to do a milk round or a paper round before you went to school.
Yep.
Well, it's milk round in the morning. I used to do the evening post. So I'd do a milk round in the morning and the evening post when I got home from school.
Mm.
Paul says, we're doing okay. He says, chilly outside, got some freezing rain. It's supposed to go up to 16 degrees tomorrow, though. Oh, happy.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Oh, Dave's doing sound effects, are you, mate? Good man.
Well, my hydraulic ram now rams.
Oh, there you go.
So we got some ramage. Oh, that didn't sound right.
No, that didn't sound right at all, Dave. Yeah. Note to yourself.
Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, Dave, isn't it? Whoa. That is from that bit. Right. Yeah. Get that. Really went all out with a fitment on. Might need drilling. Double check, mate. That bit. It is.
I'll take that apart.
Yeah. It's always worth double checking, folks. That goes on. By powers of deduction, that goes on.
I presume that to be right.
Like that. Like that. That'll squeeze together. We've got another ram then that goes up in there. Resistance fit, I understand that. Hydraulic ram comes down the post. So, that one. That one is twitchy as twitchiness.
That's
Like that. All the way down there. That down the way. So, that. Still quite a resistance. Don't happy with resistance on that, so I might do a bit of hole enlarging, Dave.
oh.
Because it's a bit too, mind you, saying that, I would have thought it needs to be so that you can position it to whatever you want. I will perhaps leave the resistance then, because you might want to pose the arm a certain way.
Right. Now that we've got that round the right way.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave as is, I think. Pop that in. That. So let's scoot a bit of the old glue down there. Give it a bit of a thing. Yes, Kevin. You noticed? Yeah, I know, mate. I've got something that I'm going to shortly do, mate. Thought I was concealing it well, but obviously I'm not.
Oh, have you been caught out?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no, he's bang on right. Right, I will.
Have you got to go and sit on the naughty step?
I've got to have something sweet.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm not going to keel over, but the DTs are kicking in, and he's noticed, and I know he's right. I was trying to ignore it, thinking that it wasn't gonna. It's all good. Peg that on there. 2 secs, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, April's saying, I did a paper round where I got 50 pence for every house. Oh, blimey. I had to collect the money from the house each week. I made more tips from the customer than I actually did. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. He says, my first job after leaving school was a butcher's assistant. Ooh. No, I'm good with the chopper. Yeah, careful.
And we're back.
Oh, that sounds like a sweetie wrapper.
Some alpenlight. Cheers, Kev. By the way, I know you got me back, mate.
Oh, there it is.
I think my fan's not too loud, but I'll just let some air circulate in here. Goes on there. Yeah. Quite a few nasty seams in that boom arm on the back, I must admit, so I might do a bit of stealth adjustment. Mind you, chipping and weathering.
Well, yes.
There is that. So
Before what?
hopefully things will settle down a bit soon and it won't keep catching me out. But sorry, folks. Right.
Well, if you got to have a nibble, you got to have a nibble.
Yeah, it's just one of them things.
Number one comes first.
Absolutely. I've got no problem with that. Yeah. Spotted, nagged, kick my bum, because that's what I sometimes need. Many thanks, mate. I know he means well. It's like anything. I'm still at that stage where I try to, I wouldn't say ignore the signs, but I think, oh, I'll work through it. It'll be all right. It'll calm down in a minute. And of course it doesn't, does it?
No.
I'm still learning that. Luckily, having folks around me that are the same, spider pig, helps. They save me from myself. You can have a spider pig for your trouble.
And so you with your spider pigs and me with me grumbling belly.
Yeah, I know. I thought, yeah, I'll tell you something. You are baking one hell of a good one then. You're not eating.
I've not eaten since breakfast this morning.
Go and grab yourself something to eat, quick. Go on. Go and grab something from your kitchen.
No, I'll be all right. I'm going to have I might have bought some sliced beef.
Oh, and come on, don't leave me hanging.
And I'm going to have sliced beef
Yeah.
and tomatoes and a bit of horseradish
Oh,
between some slabs of bread.
oh.
As to which I will scoff after the show.
Oh, nice.
And I might even chuck a pasty down my throat as well.
Oh, he's good, isn't he?
Well, when I was in Tesco's, 2 pasties jumped out the fridge and I put my basket out to catch them so they didn't go splat on the floor.
Yeah, because you don't want to damage them, do you? You don't want them to
Well,
get
no.
damaged because you're doing your bit for the environment, Dave.
Exactly. Well, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
Mate, there's plausibility is there for me, mate. So,
Here we go. We've got a large bench and we're almost down to an A4 cutting mat again.
so with that. Oh, mate. Any of it. Any of that. I won't. So, the theory being.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Festa and Theory.
I know.
No. Oh dear, excuse me.
Oh, bigger arm. Oh, look at.
Go on the outside. Correct. Really?
Definitely. Have you a bit of him?
Where's the sticky fluid?
I love that. Oh dear. Sounds wrong, Dave. That sounded wrong, mate. Right, let's have a bit of that in there. We know that that's okay.
Well, I'm talking about the plastic sticky fluid. I don't know what sticky fluid you're talking about.
Oh, mate. JCB, Dave.
Oh, I know.
Dave got JCB. It has.
JCB, and it's got lots of working parts on it.
Oh. Gonna have hours of fun with that. Hours of fun and shenanigans. I'm going to be throwing bits of pigment down on the bench. The JCB's going to come along and pick it up. And when I do me Warhammer bases, I can use me JCB to scoop up the gravel for the bottom and then scoop it into the base. Like that.
I think mine will be used for, you know, the little bits of plastic that you have to cut off from the sprues.
Yeah. No, we're not ignoring you, Sarah Jane. I'm just waiting for Dave to stop talking so I can say hello to you, darling. Right, Sarah Jane's in. Hello, Sarah Jane. Bless her. Yeah, carry on, mate.
I've forgotten where I was. Oh yeah, the little, you know, the little cast bits.
Yeah.
I'm going to have loads of those over my desk so that I can shovel them up with my digger.
Happy days, yeah.
All we need now, really, is we need a dumper truck model.
Absolutely. Richie Lamb was saying earlier on about the YTS schemes. Yeah, that's how I first started on the building, mate. On the building site, 25 quid a week YTS scheme. 40-hour week, that'd be classed as slave labour now, he says. Yeah. Was then, really, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I started working with a small builders firm.
Yeah.
And that was,
Yeah.
I don't know, it was about 40 to 48 hours a week.
Yeah. April says he did it in the mid-90s. It had increased to 35 quid then. Yeah. Sarah Jane saying hello to Wow. She's saying she was too old. She's giving out warnings because we've ignored her. No, we was just waiting for the right time in conversation to come back and do the chat. I could sit and read the chat out all through the show, but it wouldn't be very entertaining for you.
No, that'd get boring then.
Scale Modelling Chaos. I think the company's YTS stood for Your Total Slave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul D. Tommaso saying, yeah, penalise them good. That's all right. I will go in. She says, tune in next week to see if Colin and Dave have caught up with the chat yet. Ha, ha, ha.
Smart ass, isn't she?
I mean, I could sit and do the chat all show, but it's not going to be much fun for me, is it? You know, or you. If you're going to give a warning out, I've got a full GT40 and you haven't. No. The Bobbins is saying hello. And Festa's going, Fox is going, she must must be obeyed. Absolutely, mate.
By no one.
Chat caught up for a little bit. I am sure there'll be more that we miss.
By no one.
But that's just because we're useless. It would just be a bit, yeah. We are trying to build as well to keep you entertained, Sarah Jane. We're trying to do the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We don't always get it right, but it's not deliberate, dear. D33. Well, powers of deduction. Thought it would be right next to 32.
Hey, you go steady with your powers of deduction.
I know.
You might do yourself a mischief.
Have you a bit of that on there? Slam that in there. So,
that was the right bit I'm supposed to cut off, wasn't it? Bit late now, I suppose. No, that was the wrong bit, you pilch.
Oh, you've been spesh.
I
am. Dave's been spesh.
When I cut one bit off thinking it was that one and looked at the other one and thought, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Music's saying bigger screen, much better. She says, YT needs to get it together for F's sake. Why? Is anyone else having issues with YouTube? Fox is saying, sure, it's not your end. It seems okay here. Yeah, obviously, I'm going to end up running around looking at settings otherwise. I'm just curious as to whether anyone else is having the same problem. I would say this is why we missed Sarah Jane in chat, but that would be lame, wouldn't it?
Mm.
And I think that would probably get me another warning anyway, wouldn't it? Because it would be a warning issued for lying. I can feel her fingers hovering on the keyboard, Dave, as we speak, can't you?
Oh, I'm immune to it.
Yeah, in other words, he's leaving me hanging. What
yep.
We're up to.
I'll leave you. I won't throw you under the bus, but I'll leave you hanging.
That's all right, mate. Dave's forgotten model building lesson 1. Check the part number and shape before removing from sprue. Atol's off. He's grumpy in belly. Have fun. More snow. How outside? Heading inland and south towards England. Yeah, we're supposed to be. Yeah.
White stuff.
Absolutely. Paul D. Tommaso says, laugh out loud, funny stuff. You all put a smile on my face every time. We try. I mean, Sarah Jane comes in and she does give us a rollicking because technically, had Panzer have been doing his job properly, he would have fined me and Dave first before Sarah Jane did, but he didn't.
No, he was too busy creeping to Sarah Jane.
He's still gloating because someone said he was a sexy man. See, that's what it is.
It's gone to his head then.
Yeah. I don't know, Dave. We are useless. Fire the hosts. That's what I would say. Fire the hosts.
All right. I will consider myself fired.
Yeah. You are fired, Dave. What's that? Panzer says, buy out old travel hugs to Tracy. Why is Tracy going somewhere? Richie Lamb says, my YTS was on a building site mixing cement for free brickies. Had muscles where I didn't know I could get them. And I used to get 30 quid off the brickies. Yeah, I used to get a drink off the brickies. I started off as odd carrier, mate. Yeah, I started my days. And yeah, you didn't delay a brickie. You learnt that from a very early start at the end of the day. You know, if you've done a good week's oddying, mate, they looked after you. You know, but yeah. And it's one of those, I think, dare I say it, if they didn't bring in national service over here, which a few countries are looking at now. I notice a few of the European countries are looking at reinstigating national service.
Oh, can you imagine the woke society over that? Oh,
yeah, but if they didn't bring it in here, perhaps another thing they could do is just send all these rabble out to a building site for a couple of months and let them learn a few life lessons from... that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
No, they'd all be whinging and whining. He swore at me.
That was a good wibble, Dave.
He swore at me because I'm working too slow.
That's what I need. 8485, yeah.
Mind you, if they bring back national service, can I be a DI?
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. April says just read Bruce Willis is retiring from acting as he is very ill and has cognitive issues. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite sad, isn't it, mate? Mind you, though, he can't be that old, Bruce Willis. I would have thought he was only in his very early 60s. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Because, no one wants to see people go through that sort of thing. Yeah. He has aphasia issues with speaking and understanding, yeah. Yeah. Is that progressive, Muse? Aphasia? Or is it gets you and that's where you stay? I don't know too much about the condition, to be honest. Sure someone will Google it.
Google is your friend.
Absolutely. That one there. Have a bit of that on there. That one. So. Looks like that is bumps. Bit of that. Tell you what we'll do. Glue that off. Brain damage to a specific part of the brain. April says he's just turned 67. Wow, I didn't think he was that old.
67, that's old. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's a shame. Eric Clapton is 77 today, Dave.
Oh, grief.
Panzer says a conscript army is poor military. Just look at the Russian. Yeah, I know that, but they could still do peacekeeping duty, Panzer.
Yeah, you don't. You could do conscription, but you don't have to make them combatants. You can just have them as.
You know, at the end of the day, I know you have views on it, but at the end of the day, you could still do peacekeeping duty to free our military up to do the more military boys stuff, should we say? But
Well, yeah.
if it teaches them a bit of dignity and a bit of self-respect and respect in general, I think it's a good idea. Sorry, Dave, go on.
Well, I was going to say that they could do working parties, not chain gang, but
Yeah, but community programs, you know, do all the litter picking and shizzle, you know, go and remove all the graffiti, go and mow the grass at the old people's home, you know, that sort of.
yeah, go down the playground and fix the stuff for the kiddies, you know.
Yeah, community work, you know, so there's ways round it.
Well, I don't think it will happen because
No, the do-gooders will stop it, won't they? So that's all
woke
of
society won't allow it.
That's all of that. Oh, that's tight. Kind of don't mind that because I compose that.
That is tighter than a nun's chuff. Now I can't get the other bit in.
Mew says the thing that caused it will be his end. No clue what it is. They haven't shared. Yeah, perhaps he's had too many blows to the head. Perhaps he's banged his head a couple of times on set. You know, you never know, do you?
Well,
you know,
especially if he's been doing his own stunts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it only takes a couple to.
Absolutely. It's a shame, isn't it, to see someone go through anything like that, whether they're famous or not. You know, it's still. I know we've all got to get old and we get our ailments and stuff, but it's sad. Right. April saying, I remember Michael Caine saying national service was the best thing that happened to him.
I'll be back in a minute.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. What'll make him, Mum? Right. What have we got? 19. Which is there. Nip that off of there. Sarah Jane saying, let's keep chat cheerful. Why are we upsetting you, Sarah Jane? What are we chatting about that you're not happy with, love? Let us know. Let's have some of that. Yeah. And number 43, which is that one. In there. So... do a bit of... Panzer says, let's keep the chat happy and cheerful. Colin, tell us all about that bargain model you got. What, my £88 Ford GT 40, Panzer? Really was bargain of the century, that, mate. Thanks for letting me know, mate. It's, yeah, you know, good kit. Beautiful kit. Really looking forward to doing that. Oh, what wheelchair, Sarah Jane? Oh. Got some paint today. Ooh. Apparently, I'm getting a third warning. Oh, lovely. Charming. What have I done now? But yeah. And yeah, Panzer get demoted, I think, for that. Yeah, he's encouraging me, Sarah Jane. Did you notice? He lulled me into that conversation just to get at you. That's what he's done. I think you need to go over the terms and conditions with him of his employment in that role. Ross is saying good evening. Oh, hello, Ross. Joseph Kelly says, I'm a woke do-gooder and I think national service is a great idea. Anything like that, I think, that gets people out of the street or the rut or whatever it is they're in as a young man. You know, I certainly could have done with it as a young man. You know, but I tried to get in the military and failed the medical. But I still think if there had been some kind of community, I'd say scheme or something where you could have done some good for something, might have been a good idea. Again, it's one of them. If you don't try it, you don't know, do you? Richie Lamb says, as an ex-squaddy, I'd say no to conscription as a fighting force, but agree to the peacekeeping jobs. Yeah, absolutely. You know, UN peacekeeping, anything like that. You know, would it work? I don't know. You know, I ain't an expert. I know nothing about anything and anything about nothing. But again, you know, would it be worth a try? I'm asking. That goes on there. Aisha's saying, I'm sat here looking at 10 bottles of Malibu waiting for Sarah Jane. Should I let them have it now? I think Sarah Jane's got all the Malibu. Did your work get finished, by the way, Sarah Jane? Did that all get sorted in the end for you, on a serious note? Hopefully it did. Send them over. April saying to Ross, check your messenger. There you go, Ross. Go and check your messenger, mate.
I do apologise about that.
What was that, Mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think she would have learnt by now?
No, she's only going to got a new phone.
Oh, there you go then. I'm ringing you to see whether my new phone works.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, Mum.
Yeah. Oh well.
Bless her.
Should have made yourself a cup of tea whilst you was up, mate.
That's all right. I've got another one here. I made two before we started.
Good.
I was organised.
No.
Yeah. Well, if I was that organised, I would have done my sandwiches at the same time, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, but baby steps. That's what we need. Baby steps. It all comes to us in the end.
Yeah. I can't do multitasking. It just doesn't compute.
No, we're blokes, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
What can I say?
Yeah.
All the women now are nodding. Yeah. Yeah, Aisha's going, you're giving poor Colin warnings and he ain't done nothing. I've got heating and hot water, house a mess. I'm waiting for windows and doors to be done. Well, as long as you've got hot water and heating, Sarah Jane, that's the key, love, isn't it? It's yeah brilliant news. Like I say, your doors and your windows will get sorted ASAP, but at least you got hot water and that now, love. You know, because it's been no fun this winter, has it? Yeah.
Oh look, I've got two rams now.
Absolutely.
I've got a pair around.
Sarah Jane says warnings were justified. Keep up. Oh dear. Yeah. I get warnings for breathing, Aisha. You know.
Yeah, I totally agree with Panda. Dave and organised are two words that should never be used together. Totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I must admit. Yeah, that's almost like saying us to a profesh.
Hey, now you're swearing at me. Oh, Sarah Jane saying, Colin, went 23 weeks without hot water and eating. I am well trained for special forces now.
Yeah, absolutely. I can imagine.
So, in other words, Sarah, may the force be with you. Oh,
yeah. Oh, Star Wars reference. That's got to be a warning for Dave. Just saying.
Whipple.
Yeah, I would. What's that? Outwards. They are like there. Just like that.
Oh, hang on. We're getting a bit out of sync here.
Are you getting out of sync? How you doing that, Dave?
All my bits are getting mixed up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't have your bits get up, mate.
What am I looking for? I'm not a clue. Right, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you very much. But it's not on that one because I've used that one.
Yeah, you got your second. You got your second warning there, mate. And the pandas are saying the red pandas will be terrified now. Absolutely. Got a bit of that in there. So that. Let's just make that place. Have some of that.
Oh, Mrs. No.
Certainly is a beastie of a thing, isn't it? Sarah Jane says, Aisha, send me the Malibu and you'll be immune from any warnings. I'm easily bribed. Aisha says, sits back, keeps quiet. I don't want any fines. I am, Aisha, if I sit back and be quiet, I'll get a fine for being quiet. So I'll probably get one now for being sarcastic. Pan's are saying, carpet monster. Yeah, I had a carpet monster moment yesterday. But no lamps were harmed.
Oh.
You right there, Dave?
I nearly had a carpet monster moment.
Oh, there you go.
But part has been successfully retrieved from the carpet monster.
Oh, did you feed the carpet monster before we went live?
No, I stamped on his head.
There you go. The carpet monster had revenge feeding, did it?
Yeah, but I managed to snuck in and get the part before it got it. So not only has a carpet monster got an headache, he's got an empty belly and all.
Get that in there. Bit more on the front dozer blade. Richie says, been dry for 21 years, so don't drink at all. Enough drink went through my body in the 12 years I was a squaddy to last me a lifetime. Absolutely. Aisha says, oh, I love you, Colin. Laugh out loud. Sarah Jane's got a hashtag, save the carpet monsters from bin fed plastic. Well done, Richie, says Aisha. Absolutely. Aisha says, email Colin. He has my details. Hint, hint. I see what you did there. Hans is saying, Marcus, take note because no lamps were hurt. Holdy Tomazzo's got a recast of the Industria Mechanicas Zero Fighter Mech resin kit coming. Should be here any day. Oh, different. Look forward to seeing you paint that. Got a bit of that going. I'm going to let that dry, I think. So that for me, good place to end because it's 10:02. So I'm going to do.
No, hang on. Where'd it go? Can someone sort of slow time down when we do this?
Yeah. So I will end my building thing there for the day. Let's just push that to one side. Show the folks what I've been up to. Just go full screen. All right, this is where I'm at with mine at the moment. We got the main body of the digger done. I've masked all the windows up ready because I'm going to be priming this during the week. So we got that with the working steering, front and rear. Chink, 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 chink. Digger
So
noises.
when you've got it primed, does that mean it's going to be a prime mover?
Yeah. We've then got the front arm with all of the hydraulics working on there. So have you a bit of that. We then got all the rear rams, outriggers, whatever you want to call them. Got them both sides. We've also got working arm with bucket. Yeah, look.
Oh.
That's where I'm at with that. And I have just started assembling the front dozer itself. A good place for me to stop for the day. That's where I'm at. Let's read a bit of chat. Sarah Jane saying, Paul, I haven't a clue what that is. Is it warning material? Yes, it is, Sarah Jane. It's Warhammer. Ross Medlock says, Roran says, hi to Colin and Dave. Hello, Roran. How you doing,
Hello,
mate?
Roran.
When I've finished there, I'll come up and talk to the chat there. Aisha's saying Dave's been fiddling with his bits for a while now. Yeah, I know. As a kid, he said to his mum that he had nothing to play with. She should cut the insides out of his pockets. Ross is saying hi to Ross and Roran, says Kevin even. Sarah Jane says, Richie, you've done well. Absolutely. Fair play to you, Richie. Your liver will thank you for it. Absolutely. He said the weathering options on there is endless. It is, Richie, to be honest with you, mate. I'm sitting here thinking, holy moly, yeah. Paul D. Tommaso says that kit would look really cool, Mad Maxed out. Well, it's going into a dystopian environment. Aisha says, where's your pork pie gone? It's hanging up. I tend to take it off whilst I'm building because my head gets off. Muse going cold, laugh out loud. She says you could send the Malibu in a Star Trek box to Sarah Jane, says Ross. I wouldn't do that because that's a Star Trek reference and that could get you, Ross Medlock, a warning. Well done, Sarah Jane. I agree with that. Ross deserved that because he was bang out of order. You're under that bus, Ross. Fox is saying Industrial Mechanica is not War Hamster. Wow, it's mechanical and it's
near enough, isn't it?
Apparently, I got my 4th warning. What for? What have I done? I've been good. Paul D. Tommaso, Sarah Jane, it's a Japanese Zero fighter plane that's been converted into a robot mech. Oh, there you go.
Ooh, what?
Aisha's saying, what did Colin do? Exactly, I've got no idea. Oh, you mentioned the words. Didn't have to mention them, did you? Oh, right, so I'm not allowed to mention the words. But I was only trying to bring it to your attention. Oh, well, not to worry. Ross, that's something I'd do, laugh out loud, says Muse. Sarah's saying to Paul, warnings rescinded. What, mine? Ross. Fox is saying, seeing as everyone's getting warnings, I shall order a McPlant. Bring it on. Shame. You want me to full screen your geese? You can show the viewers where you're at, or
yeah. I've been doing my outriggers. So I've got moving foot and moving rams.
Oh, you've been ramming it, have you, Dave?
Yeah. I've rammed it up.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So that's where I am at the moment.
I thought you would have done hydraulic noises. Is that all you're going to show me, mate?
That's it. That's all I've managed to do tonight.
Don't sound too keen, Dave. Ross is laughing out loud, and Sarah Jane's saying that's a Scottish flower. Richie Land says, has anyone heard that Tackham are releasing the 432 amongst a few other kits? I've heard that there's going to be a re-release of it. Yeah, that should cheer Panzer up, because he's been after one of them since year dot. But all the ones that have been trying to scalp the prices will be gutted now that they've held on to them, won't they?
Yep. I might have to do a bulk buy so that Panzer don't get none.
Yeah, Aisha says, I feel for Colin now, and I see Richie's keeping quiet for fear of a warning. Yeah, this is what they do. They go all quiet and leave me to get the warnings. It keeps Sarah Jane happy giving me warnings. I'm happy. So, folks, I suppose we should love and leave you. Let you all get on with your evening. Don't forget, you got Paul over at Paul ISM's coming on in a moment to do his Wednesday stream. So hop over and say hello from us to Paul. Let him know we sent you, because, you know, it's nice to share the love. I'm sure he'll be happy. I'll be back for a frolic with Fox on Friday, and me and Dave will be back for the Sunday brunch, mate.
Definitely, yes. With an
all being well, as long as YouTube don't balk again.
Well, yeah, and it'd be a bigger gallery, won't it? Because
it's a bigger gallery this week, folks, because we kind of didn't do a show last weekend. So, double gallery goodness.
Yeah. Lots to catch up on.
Yeah, so we might run over a bit this week, but hey, I'm sure we'll be.
If we do, we do.
Absolutely. I'm going to see you all later. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all your support. And we'll see you Friday and Sunday, folks. Bye-bye for now.
Yeah. Stay safe. Stay well. Bye-bye, everyone.